All right, this is all the stuff I'm bringing. So we got some shot blocks. Well, there's gonna be some more food, but the main improvement here is these boots. Also, I'm bringing real crampons instead of micro spike. Also, with the crampons, obviously, I will bring a tourniquet because I don't trust myself being sleepy while wearing these, and I'm gonna be sleepy. So I gotta pack this up because I am, I need to be fully confident in this packing job because I might take off from a bit higher than I did last time. You know you're in for a fun time when it's snowing at 7,000 feet. Only 6,000 feet up from here. I can only imagine what the conditions are like, but it's all right. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be just fine. I am starting at 6:30 p.m. Okay, we have 0.65 miles to get to the spot that was really, really sketchy last time. Roll the footage of that one. This is a really bad spot. And I need to get there before sunset. I don't care about when I get to the summit. I care about seeing that wall before the sun has set. Whoa, this is crazy looking in the daytime. That's cool. I haven't really ever looked up at this stuff, only down. Oh, sick, you can see the fixed lines. But as you'll see, my wonderful cameraman, Philippe, will pan to behind me. There is a thunderstorm rolling up on my 6, and that means I need to be to a bivvy site. And how long is it until that thing gets here? Probably about 30 minutes. You know, when you're little and you're like doing a ropes course, and you're like, why do I have to wait behind all these people? This is so slow. I just want to blast up these features, stuff. This really scratches that itch. This has to look cool on 360. I mean, like, how could it not, right? All right, there's the baby site. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, am I? Oh, hourly, okay. Yes, it changed. Okay, okay, it's just clouds. All right, this is not a thunderstorm. That's great news. And just really hone in our route finding. We have 0.4 of a mile to get to the sketch spot. And then from there, it's like another 1,000 feet. We have 0.8 miles to the summit, but that really means absolutely nothing. I would say we probably have another hour until we get to our crux, if you will. That's a pretty sweet view. Wouldn't you say? I think this is bivvy number 4. Holy crap! What? Anyone there? This camera likes to just stop for no reason. I'm not understanding why. Like, I couldn't take off right now if I wanted to because the it's literally that stagnant. It's crazy. This is cool. Look at this ridge. I should probably stand on there. That's so sick. I'm not sitting on the icy part. Wow. Look at this. How awesome is that? This is honestly so weird. I'm at my 5th baby site and there's still no wind. Even when I peek over the edge, there's no wind. We're already at the wingsuiting platform. Too bad you can't see the view, but that's great to know. All right. See, even right here, there's like barely any air. It's like, I consider this stagnant considering we're like 2,000 feet up. This is a very different route than what I took last time, and I like it a lot more. So this is sort of weird actually. I just got the notification on my watch that I'm at 10,705 feet, which I set before coming up, obviously, because I was like, you need a reminder as to where the crux is. But I'm still relatively far from that. Like, I know where I am right now. I think I still have a fixed line above me. So I still have to get up that fixed line before I deal with that crux. So it was a little inaccurate there with my 10,705, but I'm probably within 200 vertical feet. So it's good to know I'm in that area. These boots are like making me feel like a billy goat. I remember this thing. I jumped in. Do it. Because this was coated in ice and I couldn't get down it. Roll that clip. It's crazy. This literally, it just rained and this is so much drier than it was last time. Oh, so nice. We're at a pretty high altitude, so. Oh, this jacket's nice and dry. That's a very good sign for whether or not my paraglide is dry. All right, here on out, probably gonna rock crampons as well, actually. Okay, this is a great sign. I'm 1,000 feet from the summit and I'm en route. I've even got a little harness I made here for my hand. So this thing is literally connected to me. Okay, this is good. This is very good. Alright. Just came up this. I can definitely go down that. It's definitely possible. It's not beyond my skill set. I'd rather not. You know. But yeah, we're making progress. We're at oh gosh, 12,300 feet. We're just about to crest the final false summit. 800 feet probably. About to get back onto the ridge and hopefully ice climb our way up to the top. That's the objective. Does look like I got a false summit above me right here. Which means when you go right, how far is that? Probably 600 feet from the summit horizontally. Oh, we're gonna make it, baby. We're gonna make it. I am coming slowly but surely. I am gonna make it up there. I dropped my ice axe. I got very lucky. It stopped probably 20 feet below me. That could have been unfortunate. I don't know if it's... I was actually about to put it away, but like the way down, if I do need to climb, I'm gonna want this thing. So. I did it. This is the summit. I'm here. Il mange.
Le livre. Le livre.
That's the moon. That's insanely cool. This is a very good time. I am so happy right now. Okay, I am gonna need to be a bit warmer than I am at the moment if I'm gonna stay up here until 5 a.m., which is 5 hours away. So you know, yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, I need to get warmer. Okay, I came up with a plan. I cannot wait up here until 5 a.m. It's so cold. So what I'm gonna do is take this ridge down to Jungafaru, which is the top of the world train. The down climb looks similar in steepness, but in my head, I think that in these situations where I have to down climb, I always know if I down climb it, I can definitely up climb it. So, worst case, I find something I don't want to go down and I climb up. Or, yeah, that's the worst case. It was a mistake to maybe have sat there for as long as I did. I sat there for about 30 minutes, which is now extremely, that was very cold. So I'm on my way down now. Okay, I need to move, like I am just so cold. But I think this is the route that is common amongst tourists, like to get a guide up, because you know the vert change, I don't know the vert change because I don't have a route planned for this. Also, it's a huge bummer that I'm not going to get a 360 photo from the top of the Eiger, but that's okay. I'll live. And I know that the takeoff from Jungafaru is very, very safe in comparison. Okay, I need to go down this way. Okay. It's so cold. I'll update you once I am to a place where I can determine whether or not this plan's gonna work. Okay, I just down climbed some stuff that I really don't know if I would have down climbed that in the daytime. But I'm following, I don't know if you see on those rocks. Let's see if there's anything on these rocks. Yeah, you see these scratches? Just following those down. Unfortunately, most of these people were definitely using wrap stations, but it is a route, so that's what's important, I guess. But I'm making my way down. It's a work in progress. This is gonna be a tough section for sure, but I think we're gonna see. I'm gonna blast the exposure on this, and maybe we'll be able to see. Here, there's a ridge. Okay, we are going down to this point. Okay, and then we're going to try and go across this way, and over there is a train station. And in the worst case scenario, if this is too sketchy, because I think there might be a glacier there, then I will just wait until the morning and paraglide down from there. But I'd rather not wait till the morning. I'd rather get to this train station and see Graffiti Jones, because it's cold. And there's some thunderstorms over there, but I don't think they're coming this way. I don't know. All right, time to go. Okay, it is 1:45 in the morning. I am onto a snowfield, or it's not really a snowfield. It's there. I'm on the ridge right now. I'll put the fat maps in for sure. We're gonna make it down this ridge, and then you can't see it, but I'm gonna go up another ridge and then cut across like a valley. And in that valley is the train called the Juker something, I don't know. And that train, I you know, I'm not like taking it, but ow, David. My route finding is very limited at the moment because I have no internet. And okay, so this is my route finding. You see these little scratches on the rock everywhere? See, same scratch. It's because these are scratches from people wearing crampons being guided up from the Juker station. And so so what I've been doing is just paying extremely close attention to where they are and the trajectory that they're going in, and doing my very best to connect them with my every move. Like this is a great example right here. You see all those scratches in here? Those are my telltales as to how I'm getting home. I should probably stop hitting my ice axe like that, or just at the tip. This marks a big point. This is the saddle. This is the low point between the Eiger and the Jugelitzer. And I was very worried about getting down that. That is something. That is steep stuff. It is definitely a lot better if you plan on doing this to bring a rope on that. I mean, honestly, last time I descended the Eiger, it was so much worse than that, but the terrain was nowhere near as bad. Just because these sweet puppies, these new fancy kicks, all these people in their fancy Louis Vuitton and bullshit shoes. Let's see your Louis Vuitton shoes literally be responsible for, I would say, like, these shoes have carried some boats on this excursion. Like, dear Lord, I would not be in a good spot. If I was in Hoka's right now, I probably would have summited. Which is like, it totally makes sense because, like, this is a real mountain. And, like, I went online, first time I went and did it, and I was like, or they said specifically, this is not a trail running mountain. I was like, exit tab, screw you, you don't know what you're talking about. See, that's the thing, is in Jackson, in Wyoming, woohoo, see, primary example. In Wyoming, people are like, let's rope up, let's get helmets are always a good thing, but let's rope up, let's get crampons, let's get all this shit. And then they go and do the ground. And it's like, that's awesome. You know, if that's what you need to be able to get yourself up that, I respect it. I'm just saying, like, it's not necessary. It's only there for your mental state. And as far as me carrying that same mentality of like, oh, people are trying to not trying to, but like people are overselling how difficult these routes are. Like, me carrying that mentality into Europe has not worked at all. And it's led to the worst KD ratio of my life. Meaning I have failed every single climb other than this one. And so that's, you know, there's an adjustment period. And I'm glad I've at least met the bare minimum to be able to do this route this time. Oh man, might not just be an ascent, it might be another descent. I would way rather an ascent, please. Just please, man. Oh yes, thank you. Oh, whoa! Uh-oh. 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 You might not be able to see that so well. I'll try and light it up a little bit. That's, I mean, I can climb the ridge. Do I want to? After a little more consultation with my co-producer, Enrique, thank you, Enrique, I determined this heat map is what's a good word? I mean, dense. I gotta go up that? Are you sure? Really? I don't know about that one. Well, it's a really popular spot, so I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes. I mean, these shoes will help me, but like, that looks like a freaking wall. I don't want to climb a wall. Ah, I see what you did there, bud. Do you see that too? Do you see that? See that little path? Ah, cheeky, huh? Okay, looks like that's where I'm going. Ah, do I have to put the crampons on again? I freaking hate dealing with those. Okay. Let's get moving. I have bad news. I may have just donated my ice axe to the mountain. I heard that thing moving for like a minute, so I'm gonna toss the crampons on and feel out this this hill. Give it a shot. Try and get down there and grab it, but if not, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. But it is a cool ice axe, and I'd like to use it more this season, so we'll see. Operation attempt to rescue the ice axe is a go. We got the crampons on. Oh geez, this snow is not. Oh man. Oh geez. That's actually really steep to go up without an ice axe. See it? You barely. I think I can get to it. Uh-huh. Trying to get away from me, huh? Thought it'd be easy, just like that. Nope. But it's gonna take a second to get back up there. That was quite the detour. You might not be able to see it, but like, this is a snowfield. If I had somewhere to be, I would not have done that, but this thing was like 150 CHF, which is just bizarre, but like, yeah, I can't leave it behind. Also, for whatever reason, I have some sentimental value attached to this little piece of rope. I realized when that was falling down. So yeah, humans are weird, I guess. All right, time to go. That was only an ascent of 7.5 minutes. The descent probably took me longer because I was putting in good footholds. This is a hell of a side quest. It's like, it's not even just a side quest. Like I went up the Eiger and now we're going over to this other place. And all right, we're over halfway to the train station. This This will be fun. I don't know, but this is the route. I squeezed through this thing. That was insane. I'm sure I just wore like 3 holes in my backpack, but I had to go through there. Now we're going up this way. Yeah, this would not have been fun. I would not feel comfortable over here. I could have done it, but no, I don't. It's gone. I lost a water bottle. The only water I had left. It's not ideal, I won't lie. I am really thirsty, so that's a bummer, but there's literally one way out, and that's up. You got this. Alright. That light face you can see right there, that's my traverse. And then this is what we came up. I'll insert a couple pictures I took on my iPhone. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, so I just have to, doesn't look like there's a ton more gain. Hopefully not too many more tricky spots because I'm getting kind of worn down, especially without any water. But yeah, doing good, especially considering I don't have any water. If I can get onto that wall, yeah, you're starting to be able to see, hey, that means the sun's coming up. You couldn't see that before. All right, if I can get on that face, life is gonna be great because that means the wind will be pushing into me. I can take off in that direction. Even if I don't get all the way to the train station, if I can take off, I don't care. I do not care. And I've had a great time, honestly. This has been such a successful mission. I love it. But that being said, I don't have any water, so you know. This is like the realest, real deal climb I've done in my entire, like not even done. Like this is just, which way are you going, buddy? I swear I heard someone. Okay, I'm not going crazy. I was joking about the other people with me. Just full disclosure, want to make sure no one thinks I'm actually insane, but I'm just trying to be funny. All right, but I do feel like I just heard someone. Beside the point. Look at the moon, it's so bright. Oh, the sky's getting brighter too. You guys can see the horizon a little more. Okay, time to go. Just coming through here. That's all. It's not even exposed. Doesn't do it justice. It's for those who have seen Game of Thrones, and if you've seen, or if you remember what they did to Theo Greyjoy, I forget his name honestly. It's a Greyjoy, the guy who's kind of a terrible person, but they like tormented him mentally, and it kind of feels like that on this, because it's like you're like given such a large sense of false hope. You're like, I've got this, I'm on the right route, blah blah blah, and then boom. I am hesitant to trust this path right now. It's too good. It's too good to be true. I don't know. Still getting adjusted, you know. You guys see that? Can you see that? That hole? That's terrifying. Like, dude. And someone veered off the trail here to go look at it? I feel like this is a crevasse that just goes that way. It totally is. There's more holes over there. Dude, what? These Swiss people, man. Like, look at those tracks. Who thinks that's a good idea? Like, so there's a well-defined path. But look over here. Look over here. You see all the holes? It is a well-defined path. But let's look at this in a broader picture. You also have a well-defined path on Mont Blanc, and the majority of people, including people trying to set like fastest known times, will not do it alone. So I shall be retreating to my ridge where I feel good about my takeoff. Even though that's slightly uphill, I'll live. I knew that was a possibility. That I'd have to. Alright. Let's give this a go. Alright, this is the final attempt. If this doesn't work, Get it off the ground. Yes! We did it! Dude, that took so many tries. I can't believe I'm in the air. That was the hardest takeoff I've had in my entire life. All right. Wow, I can't believe we did it. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh. That was not good wind. We really managed to pull it together there, so. All right, we want to kind of stay over here, try and get over the Eiger east wall. Yes, I'm gonna say hi to a climber. Let's see if we can shoot that gap. I think we can do that one. Oh yeah, we can do that one for sure. Oh, that's so cool. Woohoo! Oh, that's sick. Yes! Oh, this is so cool. Excellent. Whee! Woo! Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Woo! Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Ah, flawless. Look at that. Landing with the crampons was a bit hard on the knees. Not gonna. Okay, I was pretty, like, I wasn't comfortable at all, and most of the time, I would say, I was actually quite uncomfortable, which is kind of the point, though. So, like, if I had to attribute the success of this trip to one thing, it would be the boots, and I did not expect myself to say that. You would not believe how expensive an item of this caliber is. These are like $400, essentially, and in my head, I was like, that's insane. You guys are nuts. Who is paying for that? And then after my last descent, I was like, I'm going to give them a shot. I don't know, like, I've only ever used Hokas or, like, trail runners, essentially, on any hike or climb. Or, like, actual climbing shoes. So this was a huge change for me. They're double the weight, but, like, that being said, those things stick to rock, even if it's wet, like, and you can have confidence in it. And that is so nice. Like, that takes a whole element out of it, because half of your worries with the Hokas or the runners is like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna slip. I'm like, I have to have two solid handholds before I weight my feet, or else I'm falling down this mountain. With these, I would say it is incredible the, like, traction you could get. They're like climbing shoes, but climbing shoes, if you get them wet, it's scary. Even just damp. With these things, you can get them soaked all the way through, and they're still going to perform really well at just holding on to the wall. Although I'm, like, pretty energetic right now, it took me like an hour to rally to get myself to go to the grocery store. Although not having food and not having water is tolerable to get to the end destination, and you basically just end up relying on a little bit of mental fortitude and a lot of fat, but then what happens after is, like, you are destroyed. Like, you do not have, like, tomorrow I'm gonna be sore, and that didn't happen last time. I was not sore last time. I did more mileage, more vert, fewer calories. But yeah, this time I'm gonna be sore. I'm probably gonna be like destroyed tomorrow because I didn't fuel properly, and that's a huge part of these things. I thought that this was gonna be a pretty quick thing. I actually tried. What the goal was to get to the summit by like 11, or no, by like 10. So it was an hour and a half behind, which is actually not terrible considering my initial train would have got me an hour and a half earlier. So I ended up summiting at 11:30 p.m. and obviously that was a little bit too late to fly down. So I ended up being like, well, I could just sleep on this ridge, and I thought that I would be able to like kind of dig out a campsite up there. That is not the case. It is like this, and you couldn't even see what's on either side of you. So I was like, I'm not going to sleep right here. I had a space blanket that I had just bought at the store below. And I had a rain jacket that I was sitting on, and I was freezing. So I was like, I need to move. I don't know if it's going to be productive, but I'm going to go explore this ridge, which is obviously a huge risk because I've never done it and I didn't do any research on it. But what I did know was that there are tourists that get up the Eiger, and it's like, I saw like a YouTube short of someone like, come with me in the day of like going up the Eiger, and I was like, if this Dollar Tree Kim Kardashian can get up the Eiger, like, we're probably gonna be alright going on that route. I will say, I gained quite a bit of respect for that Dollar Tree Kim Kardashian because although you might have a rope and a guide, it's not an easy route. Like, getting yourself up and down all those ridges and stuff is hard work. So, anyone who gets to the top of the Eiger, pretty solid. The paragliding was obviously super fun. The takeoff made me extremely mad. It took me like 6 tries, and every single time it was just not fun. The snow has no friction, so you had to dig in the paraglide after a while, I realized, because the wind was like very low and not from the right direction. So that was a huge pain, but we got through it and finally got into the air. Yeah, thanks for watching. Eiger won, David won.